We in the dorm room. I remember my roommate, he had a girl at the time. So whenever his girl would come, I would go to the library and do my study hall hours. And he would have the room to himself. That's how we kind of operated. I remember thinking when I first put it in there that if this how it feel with a condom, Lord only knows how I feel without a condom. What's good, YouTube? It's Vex and I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be giving y'all a juicy story time. You feel me? I'm gonna give y'all a story time about how I lost my virginity. Now, I don't think I'd have done a story time on YouTube yet, so I guess this is a good one to start with. In high school, I wasn't really worried about women, y'all. I was most so worried about, you know, sports and stuff like that, and I guess I could say that it ended up paying off because if you don't know, I ended up being a college athlete, which maybe also helped me. Which maybe also helped me get the cheeks. But I ended up seeing this girl on social media, and I'm not gonna lie, she low-key was a catfish. I'm not gonna lie, she low-key was a catfish. She looked skinny in the face. I don't know if any of y'all guys understand what I'm talking about. It be some girls who look skinny in the face, but they be a little bit bigger in the body. Oh. They be a little bit bigger in the body, so I end up seeing this girl on social media. She caught my fancy, she caught my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. She looked cute. She didn't have any body pictures, but I was young. I was a senior in high school. No girls was really messing with me, but at this point in my life, I'm a star athlete at my school. You know, I'm putting on for the city type deal, you know. I'm a star athlete in track, I'm a star athlete in football, and I'm doing my ditty. I end up getting a college offer late in the process. If you don't know about my recruiting process, I didn't get a college offer until like May, and I only had one college offer. It was a D1 offer. So I decided to take it. They end up paying for my school, and I'm blessed to be in the position. I'm actually about to graduate in May. This is my last semester. I got one class that I'm taking. So I'm pursuing my YouTube dream, man. I end up seeing this girl on social media. I hit her up and we chatting it up in the DMs or whatever. And I see that she at work. So, you know, I'm gonna shoot my shot, man. I see that she at work. She ended up working at this mall in my hometown. So she ended up posting a picture that she at work, and I'm like, I'm about to pull up on you. And she thought I was playing, y'all. She thought I was kidding. She thought I was playing, but sure enough, I pulled up on her. This one, I had just got my car. I pulled up to the mall. I'm nervous as hell, I'm not gonna lie, but I can't be no hoe. I gotta shoot my shot. You feel me? I gotta shoot my shot. So I pull up on shorty and I go in the store, but I didn't want to disturb her. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm texting her, I'm like, whenever you get some free time, come holler at me. And she like, you here? I'm like, yes, I'm here. Like, what you mean? Stop playing, I'm that guy. I'm that guy, I'm raising her up. I'm like, come talk to me, you know what I'm saying? So she get a little free time. I go in the store, we start, you know, talking it up. I guess she liked my confidence, because from there, you know what I'm saying, we greenball. Over the summer, we start talking heavy. We start dating, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the summer. And I'm about to move off to go to a completely different city, about an hour and 30 away. So this was not the optimal position. I'm a college athlete, you know what I'm saying. I'm moving an hour and 30 away, and my girl, you know, we just started talking. So we 3 months into a relationship, we never did anything. We was just chilling. Because at this point in my life, sex was not on my mind, y'all. Like, I wasn't thinking about sex. It wasn't a big deal, and it's still not a big deal. I don't be understanding why guys be tweaking. But once I had it for the first time, the story was different. So 3 months go by. We've been kicking it all summer. We've been dating. Come to find out, she was messing with this dude. You know what I'm saying? She was messing with this dude before I could ask her out. I had asked her out. She said, out of respect for the dude, let's not date yet. I want to end things with him. That was red flag number one. But this is not about how we ended it. If y'all want that story, then let me know. So I moved into my dorms or whatever, and everything cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it was optimal for me to have a relationship. That way I wouldn't mess with all the girls on campus, because girls do be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Girls will be in your ear as a college athlete. Girls will shoot at you. So I move into my dorms, everything cool. My girl, the way we arranged it is Some weekends I would drive home to see her, and then some weekends she would drive to come see me. You know what I'm saying? So here and there we would go back and forth. So the first time that this girl come over, I remember it like it was yesterday. She had on a red shirt and she had on these black tights, y'all. She had on these black tights. And because she was a little bit thicker, you know what I'm saying? She was pretty as hell. But because she was a little bit thicker, you know, in them tights, man. Them tights is deceiving, boy. Them tights had that thing sitting. Them tights had that thing sitting. And you know me, I ain't had none. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had none. The only experience I done seen is porn, and porn not even realistic. So, you know, we in the dorm room. I remember my roommate, he had a girl at the time. So whenever his girl would come, I would go to the library and do my study hall hours, and he would have the room to himself. That's how we kind of operated. So my girl ended up coming for the first weekend, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the library because I know your girl coming, you know. And I'm like, oh, appreciate it. You know how you is when you a nigga. You like, yeah, you might as well go ahead because you know how I am. I ain't never had nothing at this point, but I had to gas myself up. You feel me? I had to gas myself up. Shawty come through. I make sure that we got some good food. I think we got some Wingstop that night. If you don't know about the Wingstop, Wingstop is cold, man. We end up getting Wingstop. We end up watching movies. And we sitting in the crib. She had just got her hair done. She had a silk press. So she in the mirror combing her hair and stuff. And I remember I had these shorts, these gray shorts on, but they was some loose shorts. If you ever play high school football, you know them loose like spandex type of shorts. I don't even know how to explain it. Let me see if these the type of shorts I had on, y'all. Y'all know this material right here, this loose. I had these loose type of shorts on, but they was a gray type of color. But the thing is, I was low-key plotting. The thing is, I was low-key plotting because I was freeballing, y'all. I knew what I was trying to get into, but I wasn't trying to make it obvious. So I put the gray spandex type of shorts on, the loose joints, and I ain't have no type of drawers on at all. I ain't have no type of drawers on at all, man. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I walk up to Shawty and I give her a hug from behind, right? I'm like, hey, she did a good job on your hair type deal. You know, I give her a hug from behind. Girls love that, by the way. Girls love when you give them the hug from behind. You know, she felt my little man poking, you feel me? She felt my man poking. She turned around, she looked down. And in my head, I know that my thing is up. I know that my boy is acting up. I couldn't control myself. I'm a young jit. You know what I'm saying? 18 years old, I'm a young jit. And the thing is, I set myself up because at this point, I can't even hide it, y'all. I can't even hide the fact that my joint poking because I ain't got no drawers on. It's just out there and it's not small. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no hiding. She looked back and she's still kind of facing towards the mirror, you know, but she hit this joint right here because she wanted to keep her butt on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was plotting too, low-key. Low-key, she was plotting too. Low-key, she was plotting too. She turned around, but she wanted to keep her butt on my stuff. And then she looked down and she say, you acting up, ain't you? And I'm like, my bad. You know, you got these tights on. You looking good in the tights. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? This is your fault. You know how you got to play the games. You got to play the little mind games, man. I'm like, this is your fault. You came over here looking good. Nice silk press. You got to gas her up. You came over here looking nice. Nice silk press. You got the tights on. You know what I'm saying? You rubbing it up against me. Like, I tried to give you a hug and you rubbing it up against me. And then she tried to throw it back on me talking about some, oh, well, you came up hugging me and I felt it. So, like, what you expected? I'm like, I didn't expect you to throw that tang back. You ain't never acted like this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never acted like this, but I guess we never had the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, before this, I was straight lover boy. Like, we would go to the lake. I would, you know, have meals for us. We'll sit in the back of the car, you know, and just relax type of vibe. So I just been straight lover boy. I ain't never put the Mac on her. You know, I ain't never started spitting games, spitting riz. You feel me? But at this point in time, I had to handle biz and spit the riz. You feel me? She kind of tried to shake that off and let me escalate. So she ended up going back to the bed. And I think she went to the bed on purpose. She went to the bed and she's like, come lay down. And I was like, we just watched a movie. You trying to watch another movie? And she like, we could turn something on. Like, girls know what they be doing. She was like, we could turn something on and just chill. And then I'm standing up and Before this, I remember, before I even went to college, I had tried to find some condoms, y'all, because I'm not about to hit that thing raw. I had tried to find some condoms. I had went in my dad's drawer, and I had found some condoms, and I didn't even know if they was going to fit or not. But turns out, like, the condoms that I found, they fit perfectly fine. Now, they wasn't the condoms that I use now, because I done elevated my game. But I had just got a couple, you know. I had got like 5, 6, just to get my feet a little wet, you know what I'm saying? Just to see but I didn't know anything about it because my parents never talked to me about sex or anything. So I'm going into this not knowing anything. And she had already had partners previous to me. This is my first time, but she had already did stuff. So she like, you want to lay down? I'm like, bet. So we lay down, and I'm like, I'm going to tease her a little bit. You know, I'm not going to go straight in for the action because I read online that you're not supposed to go straight in for the action, but I really didn't know what I was doing. We lay there for a while, and she is trying me bad. Like, she's trying me bad. Like, we laying down cuddling. Keep in mind, it's the twin size bed. The twin size bed is optimal for escalation. The twin size beds in college is where all of the action happens. If you don't know, now you know. The twin size beds is where things get popping because there's no room to move and it's body on body. You know what I'm saying? Body on body and it get real sloppy. Come on now. You know what I mean if you've been in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's body on body. My little man is going crazy and I'm trying to hold my composure, but it's getting real hard. We stand up, or I stand up. I think I went to go put my do-rag on. I had to come up with an excuse. Went to go put my do-rag on, and I go up in there. She come follow me up in there. She's trying hard, y'all. She wanted. I guess she felt how big it was and wanted to test it. But, bro, she come in there, and I'm getting my do-rag, and then she come in there, and she like, you still on timing, huh? Like, she's trying to bring it back up. So now at this point, I know she wanted. She done made it obvious that she want to deal with me. You feel me? She want to get down. So she like, you still big. But this time, she kind of grabbed my stuff. And I'm in that big, ooh. I ain't never felt that one before. You getting real risky. You getting real risky. So I'm like, I remember getting real smart. And I'm like, you better stop touching me and playing around because I will put it on you. And she was like, that sound nice. Oh! And I say, that sound nice. I say, come on in. Let's go to the bed. I go in the drawer. I get my rubbers. And now it's time to go in. You feel me? Now it's time to put in action. Now it's time to go crazy. And at this point in time, I didn't even know if I was big or not. I had anxiety. I didn't know if I was big or not. I didn't know how long I was going to last. But I pulled it out and she seemed very surprised. So I felt good. It wasn't like a bad surprise where it was like, she was like, dang, like she seemed nervous. And apparently I was the biggest she ever had, and that was the first time I ever had. So I felt good about myself. You hear me? I felt good about myself. So we lay down and she taking her clothes off or whatever. And I go down there to eat that thing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying my best. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying my best. I did my little thing down there for a good little while. And then it's time to put that thing in there. She told me, go slow, you know, do your thing, go slow. Bro, I put that thing in there. Bro, I can't even describe the feeling of first putting it in there. I remember thinking when I first put it in there that if this how it feel with a condom, Lord only knows how I feel without a condom. Like, bro. Like, part of me understood why guys was acting wild behind it. But now that I got older and I done had my fair share, I understand that guys be tweaking. So, I put that thing in there. 1 stroke, boom. 2 stroke, boom. Nut. Bro, I kid y'all not, 2 strokes in, I nutted, bro. When I say I felt the most pleasure and pain in my soul I've ever felt in my life, bro. I swear I almost shed a tear. I was so disappointed, bro. I said, there's no way that I did all of this escalation. I did all of the research. I made sure I was prepared, and I only lasted 2 strokes. I only lasted 2 strokes and my body was so numb that I couldn't do anything. My body was so numb that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get it back up. You know what I'm saying? It was my first time. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, like, your first time not supposed to be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was very understanding. I will give her credit for that. Because after we started doing it for a while and I got a lot better, her whole demeanor changed. She just didn't like the distance. But I will give her credit. She said that, you know, the first time not supposed to be, like, amazing. Like, that was your first time ever getting any. So, like, and when I say after that, y'all, I was on a mission. If you don't know, I'm a perfectionist. I'm competitive. I couldn't go out like that. The next time she came through, just know she was telling her homegirls. That's what she was telling her homegirls. You know what I'm saying? But that first time was horrendous. Lord have mercy. I was hurt. Whenever she left, I was in the room just looking at the ceiling like, dang. What if I'm garbage at 6 for the rest of my life, man? That was my first time losing my virginity, man. We got more story times on the way. I got some crazy stories on the way. Cause that was just, I hit the pizza delivery girl in the car. So if y'all want that story time, make sure that you hit the like button and comment down below and let me know that y'all want it, man. I got some crazy story times from college. If y'all want to know the tea, get it me. You feel me? Without further ado, I'm out. Peace and love always, man.